Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Good Times, Great Movies. Little song in there. We get together every 2 weeks and we talk about a movie from the 1980s. One of your podcast hosts is DP McCambridge. He's the other guy here. Hey, DP.
I will say, I don't know if we've ever introduced the other host
Well, I'm
before
a
ourselves
mystery.
before.
I'm a
Oh,
mystery person. Who am I?
who are you? Are you Jamie Lorello or the other Jamie Lorello
Exactly.
who might have a name? I'm so confused by the end of this movie.
He
But
just looks
anyway,
like
go
a
ahead.
more tired version of me, actually. That's who it is, too, in this movie. It's like the exhausted version of Daphne. She's like, I'm so tired of, I guess, staying, I don't know, I guess
Killing?
hiding out, murdering. She was doing the killing and
It's exhausting. She killed like 8 people in one day.
she harpooned a man.
I thought there
You
was
may
a
say
murder
so.
weapon that had been established very early on in this movie.
The
And then,
fork.
yeah, and then immediately you're in a mall and you're like, oh, I guess I got
It's
everything
whatever
right
I
this
got.
time.
It's whatever. Well, then you got to spice it up a bit. You do about 8. Does she kill? I don't know. I didn't
I
count the
don't know.
killings.
There's a
But
lot in the end.
there's just a handful of college friends that just
Hmm.
hmm,
They bite the dust. You know what you're in store for in a movie like this.
you do.
And by a movie like this, I'm talking about a little movie called The Initiation from 1984.
84.
Oh, you know what we didn't mention?
It's your birthday pick.
I'm a it's me, birthday boy,
Yeah.
to make a choice. And I know
Where'd
what
this choice come from? Is it
okay,
from an
great.
internal birthday place?
I am glad you asked
I
because
wanted to know.
so all right, I will oh boy, I don't want to go on for too long, but I'll go on for as long as I need to here.
When has time ever limited us?
It doesn't matter.
I don't think so.
I have
We
to
don't
say
end here.
I don't know if I texted you this, but High School USA ended up being our longest episode since Tough Guys Don't Dance. And that was like
Wow.
a year and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know
Making
how.
records.
Yeah, I
Well, there
have
was a
no
it was a
idea.
Power Pack cast. It was an
It was.
impressive performance by all
There-
accounts.
There's a
Maybe
chance we
and
talked about just the robot for an hour.
oh yeah, there's true.
But anyway, so when I have my birthday pick, there are a couple of listeners who were old school, die-hard, top tier Patreon listeners. And when we shut our Patreon down, I said to them, I reached out and I was like, just listen, you got to pick a movie a year. You've been great. Give us a movie a year. And
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to do that. I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It makes the job of choosing movies a little bit easier. Sometimes I can't fit those movies into any rhyme or reason throughout the year.
Because of all the rhymes and reasons that you have
There are
throughout the
so
year.
many rhymes and reasons. Jamie, I'm back to trying to pair movies with like holidays or whatever. It's a disaster. So sometimes I'll just use those as my birthday pick.
Oh,
Yeah. Other times, people have just really wanted us to cover something
birthday pick.
like Masters of the Universe.
Oh, right.
Normally that ends up being a mistake, but sometimes I will use those for my birthday pick. Every now and then, Jamie, I get to choose something. And
Um,
this is my
This is an honest to
I
goodness from you.
I really like this movie.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, yeah. So
All right.
the re part of the
Aw,
reason I like this is
DP.
I know. Imagine, okay, listeners,
He goes, I know. Oh
let me
no.
let's let me take you on a journey back in time.
I can't
Okay,
wait.
a 10-year-old Doug goes to the movies with his family. What do we go to see?
This?
No,
Oh.
no. This is
Okay.
84. It wasn't 10 and 84, but I was 10 and 87.
Oh,
We
correct.
went to see a movie called Spaceballs.
Ah, yes. Family fun times. Yeah.
Family fun times. I was a Star Wars fan. I found it hilarious. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it was great. Yeah.
But the thing I really took
May
away
the
from
sh
this movie, may the were you about to say may the Schwartz be with you?
yeah.
But the thing I really left the movie with was I saw Daphne Zuniga as a 10-year-old and I was like, this is the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, she's a lovely looking
Hmm.
lady. Yeah, yeah.
And then, do you remember a program called USA Up All Night?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Gilbert Gottfried
Yep.
would
Mm-hmm.
introduce bad movies.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I stumbled upon this movie on USA Up All Night.
Ah,
And
I see.
Daphne Zuniga was enough to get me through it.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of forgot about it. And then a handful of years ago, Jamie, it came out on Blu-ray, and I
Oh
was like,
gosh.
oh, that's
That's
that
why we
movie.
have the
Yeah,
visuals, you see?
yes. And this is why when you were like, why does my I'm trying to watch this and it keeps starting over. I didn't want to say like, well, I own it, so I'm sorry, young
You
lady.
should have
I sh-
openly confessed that. Well, actually, no, I'm
I should.
glad I didn't know that going in. Um,
Yeah. So
wow.
I have a
Well,
very,
what a connection this
yeah,
is for you.
like you do
Now,
for many films about orphan children. I just have a soft spot. Like, this is not a good movie. I'm not going to say it is, but I really enjoy this and I've seen it multiple times.
well, sometimes that multiplicity
Oh, yeah, yeah.
enhances what you like because
Hmm.
you find these, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do
This
you have other questions for me?
um
We can talk about Spaceballs if you want. It is an 80s movie.
it is an 80s movie. It should be on our. No, I think the questions will arise as we uh go through the fire walk
I
through this
I hope your
this
one
nightmare of a
question
movie.
is what at the end because I have no answers for you. I'm sorry. They make this is a movie that like do you remember the movie we watched Happy Birthday to Me
Mm-hmm.
where the girl
With
was
the
in
crazy
college?
group. Uh-huh.
Yes. And it ended up being that she killed all of her friends and set
Yeah.
them up because blah 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 terrible childhood. That movie took time to explain what was happening at the end of it. This movie ends and I'm like, Wait, what? A sister? Wait, was there a sister the whole time? I guess there. Wait, it's not even like they redo the dream and they're
No,
like,
to
oh,
add in
there's
what we
two of them.
missed. No, I know. No, uh-uh.
No, this is a movie that
It's as
literally.
if the actor that was playing the dad was like, I don't want to be the bad guy in the end. You're gonna have to do something else. Because the whole time I'm like, clearly it's him. It's revenge. And I thought he was gonna chase her through the mall and want to like apologize and be her dad and
Yeah,
like be connect to her and be like, I killed all
right.
those people because I wanted you. And no, there's
There's
just
nothing.
her
Her
sister.
her mom is put into a police car as if she's the villain. And I'm like, no, she
Well,
saved her life.
her mom's got a drinking problem,
Well, she
let's
has
be honest. But
right,
boy, is
but
she a sharpshooter.
yes. Do you think they're arresting her for drunk driving getting to this mall? That lady had way too much to drink because her father falls off the mall. What, 4 or 5 stories into trash and appears to be kind of okay. And then we don't see him at the end.
Mm-mm.
It's
No,
not
the only
like
guy that makes it out alive is the professor. And can we just get behind, or not behind? Can we understand that scandal? What is that?
it seems inappropriate.
It is inappropriate.
Yeah. I mean,
He
was
goes to the
is he
frat
a
party
grad
with her.
student or is he a I think he's a grad student, isn't
Is he?
he? I think he's doing a dissertation.
All
Isn't that
right,
what grad
maybe.
students do? Jamie, I went to grad school. I have no idea. I never did one.
I did not dissertate.
Yeah, it seems inappropriate. You should not
Yeah,
these
it
relationships with your even if he's not a teacher, he's her mentor to some degree.
right? And she's his study, like he's
Yeah.
studying her for
Yeah,
his
she's
it
like a
seems totes and
patient.
appropriate.
Oh,
Totes and
yeah.
appropriate relationship we have there.
Yes.
That right away, I was like, I don't like
Hmm.
this. And I don't like how he mistreats his assistant, who's
Oh,
chock full of knowledge.
his assistant's awesome. I'll try not to sprinkle in too much knowledge about this, but I've
You
seen
got
this
some behind the scenes stuff on there
I've
or
seen
what?
this several times. There are some wonderful interviews in here. And
Oh,
one of the interviews they have is with the woman who played his assistant. It's great.
how is she? Yeah,
She
she seems
looks
like she's
exactly, you just add 40 years onto her. She looks
I
exactly the same.
wow.
It's the only film she's ever done. She found it delightful.
Of course she
Um,
did.
the mother,
She's took her role so
Oh
seriously.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She and the mother, Vera Miles, got along on set,
Oh,
and there was like a lunar eclipse, and she's like, when they would hit cut, we'd always go up to the roof and we'd check out the eclipse.
how
It's a really
groovy.
fun, yeah. The interviews are really great, so
Okay, okay. So you recommend the DVD then? All right.
I do. It's out of print,
Yeah.
people. It's going for a pretty penny. Hit me up.
Boy,
Maybe
hey,
I'll sell it to
hey.
you.
I'll see what he's gonna do, huh?
So
Well, did
anyway,
we even say it's the initiation,
uh-huh.
1984?
Yes.
Our biggest name is Daphne Zuniga. Zuniga is her last name?
Who is, I mean, I think all of the film historians listening to this would argue that Vera Miles, the mom, is the bigger name, only because
Oh, apologies.
she was in Psycho, like the main
Yeah, yeah.
person in Psycho, and she was great and everything like that. But I did find it shocking that everyone is listed in this cast, and at the end, it's just like an introducing Daphne Zuniga, and she's the main character.
But this was her hit. Her.
This was her first movie, like her first starring role.
Oh, wow.
And she's fine. I have some of the emotional things she has to do. I'd say not great. Some
Yeah.
of the pretend hypnosis, some
The
of the pretend
hypnosis is where
sleeping.
we're a little, yeah,
When
yeah.
she's
I
like,
get it.
"Mommy, mommy, daddy, daddy." Like, I'm not buying this. Hey, hey, psychologist, she's just faking, right?
Yeah, it's just total fake out. Can't you tell? Because I could tell.
Right. I even thought that was going to be the big reveal when his assistant's like, "Well, these readouts say that she wasn't even dreaming." I'm like, "Yo, no shit. She wasn't even asleep."
Oh man.
Yeah. So Daphne Zuniga, we know her. We've only met her in Modern Girls so far.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Vera Miles, she was in Into the Night, the Jeff
Oh.
Goldblum, Michelle Pfeiffer
Oh,
movie.
yes, yes, yes.
So was the dad, Clu Gulager.
Oh, wait, which dad?
Well, the
The
not the
stepdad.
not the burned up dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
The
He
stepdad.
was, yeah, we saw him in Into the Night. We also saw him as the dad in Tapeheads, and we saw him as the dad in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, which if you remember in Nightmare on Elm Street 2, it was so hot in the house that like at one point the parakeet exploded.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was like, I don't know. It was hot. Parakeets just explode. Great performance. Fantastic. And then there are a lot of still working actors in this.
Hmm.
The person I had to say, Hunter Tylo, which is a great name and a name for some reason I knew. I'm not sure why I knew this name. She's the bloody one, the one who's roller skating.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay.
You ready? You ready for this?
Blow my
Her
mind.
This was her first role. And then she was on The Bold and the Beautiful from
Yikes.
1990 to 2020.
That is a career of soap
Two,
operaing
yeah,
to a Lucci degree,
yeah,
right?
2,764 episodes.
Wow, bold and beautiful.
Hmm. And then
Wow.
I found out this tidbit, which is amazing. She was hired to be on Melrose Place
Mm,
with Daphne Zuniga,
right?
right? Me being a huge Daphne Zuniga fan, I've never seen an episode of Melrose Place in my life.
Well,
But
that's
anyway,
sad for you.
yeah, I guess so. Anyway, she was hired,
Yeah.
shows up, ready to rock and roll and everything, and she says, "Oh, P.S. I'm pregnant." She gets
Oh.
fired immediately.
What? Well,
Yeah,
no pregnancies on
yeah.
Melrose Place, thank you.
So she takes Aaron Spelling to court over this.
Wow, this tidbit is
Uh-huh.
scandalicious.
And basically, their argument, I'm going to say Aaron Spelling's argument, I know a lot about the law. His argument is this role was for a hot chick. She was pregnant. Therefore, we were justified in firing her.
What?
She presents as evidence photos of her pregnant showing how hot she was.
That's
And she
amazing.
won like $6 million.
Oh my gosh, really? Good
Yes.
for her.
Yeah, it's pretty
Good for
fantastic.
her.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
know. So,
Wow. That was a thick tidbit. There was a
yeah,
lot to
listen,
that tidbit.
it's my
When
birthday
you
episode. I'm
yeah,
coming in
you
hot
really
here.
did your research for this one. I mean, besides that you got it on the DVD and
Yeah.
this is a special one for you. Well, let's handle it tenderly then.
How could we not?
Exactly.
We handle everything with such care and precision on this podcast. Maybe by the end we'll figure out what the hell happened in this
I
movie.
don't know about
I
all
doubt
that.
it. No, there's
I
no way.
mean, not unless
As
we're
I said,
drinking
I've seen it.
carafes of dark liquid
Yeah,
or
I've seen it.
brown liquor like
Yeah,
the
I've seen
mom.
it multiple times. I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah, right?
But let's talk about this because it opens with a dream sequence that our main character seems unaware is something that actually happened in her life. Even though she's like, it's my mom and my dad, and I was there, and it's this dream that I just keep having. And what? Really? You didn't
Well,
know that this was a memory? You just thought it was a dream?
our she I also like how she just shrugs off the fact that she doesn't remember anything from before she was 9 years old.
Not a big
She's
deal.
got a air quotes recurring nightmare that happens, right? And no recollection of her life. None.
None.
None. Not even the fact that P.S. we find out she has a twin sister. None of this does she remember at all. And
And
she
you're
just is
right. She
like, I
says it.
keep having that nightmare.
Yeah,
Like, you have nightmares. I have nightmares. Sometimes nightmares can be reoccurring, right? I almost
right.
had a nightmare after I watched this movie because no, I didn't. I didn't. It wasn't that scary. But anyway, nightmares are a thing. Not remembering your whole like childhood, like
Oh,
at all. Not well, yeah, that some of those stories I kind of don't remember nothing.
no. And they
Nothing.
go through she has a long conversation with this professor, whatever, about dreams and nightmares. And before she's like, oh, P.S., by the way, I don't remember anything that happened before I was 9 years
She
old because I
yeah,
fell out of a
exactly.
treehouse. What? Don't you lead with that? Shouldn't that be like one of the first things you say
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you're in a session with somebody? And
Yeah, I
like,
would think so.
yeah,
So the
wow.
first strange thing is I have no memories from besides before I'm 9. The
Yeah.
next strange things are XYZ.
Wait, what's
And no
XYZ?
pictures of, well, there's several of this other strange
Oh,
things.
okay.
No pictures of herself, no family pictures, no baby pictures. Did that ever cross her mind? Was that ever a thing? No,
She
wait.
never stumbled onto a picture and is like, who's that next to me that looks just like me? Or were all the pictures she found ripped in half?
And again, not she's like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it
she does
seems
say
it's a
she spent
difficult thing to keep
time.
from somebody, I would assume. But
Well,
anyway, go
they
ahead.
changed their whole life, this mom and dad. Their whole, all right. So, but we don't know, we really don't know
No,
how much yet. Right now, we
right.
just know that we have first we have a nightmare
Yeah, we got to talk
situation.
about the nightmare
Yeah.
dream.
It's little girl, lots of creepy dolls in her room, which always just
Some are
amps the amount.
headless too, which I didn't, you don't.
But I think if we're gonna dream expert or dream weave this thing a little bit, mirrors, fire, parents, what does all this mean? The
Nothing.
headless dolls, maybe because mm, a disassociation of who
Hmm.
she is
Which is
and
your parents' fault
right.
because
Oh, because they brainwashed you. They
Mhm.
literally brainwashed her, right? They sent
That's
her
right.
away and they see what happens when you grow up rich. It's not good stuff.
It's not good. It might seem great. You may go home to visit your parents and there's horses all over the place, which seems delightful.
What is that too?
I
Was it
have
just
no,
to show them that
I
they
think
had
that was
money?
it. I love how a horse walks by her and she just like nods to him. And I'm like, great. She doesn't even like pet the horse. I'm not
No,
saying you
no.
have to, but so
What's
she,
this guy?
okay,
I
so
know.
this dream, this dream, very thunderstormy night.
Right.
She wakes up and wanders down the hall to her to her
First,
parents'
I
room.
thought that was the nightmare that she caught her parents having sex.
That's
Because I don't know
enough
about
to
you, but
cause
when you're a
nightmares.
kid, yeah, you're like, oh God, I don't want to. So I
Yeah.
thought her nightmare was catching her parents have
Hmm.
sex and then this became a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna say out there right now, there may be some new parents listening to us. Let me just listen, as a parent myself, let me give you a just quick word of advice.
oh, give it.
First of all, you should lock the door to your bedroom if stuff's happening,
Oh yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
at least
Hang a
close the
sock.
door
Uh,
because this door is wide open. Like baby Daphne Zuniga wanders right into open room, fire,
well, they got the
roaring
mood
fire.
set. The
Yeah.
roar, the fire's roaring. They're not modest at all. They shouldn't be. They're
No.
in the throes of thrusts, if you will, of
Hmm.
lovemaking. And lots of moaning too, because that's what we first hear, and that's what you're like, what is
Yes.
she about to walk into exactly?
Hmm.
Um, and so first I'm thinking, oh, she's going to catch her parents, like, in doing it. That's nightmarish. Then I thought, oh no,
I like
she's
how
going to catch
prudish
her
we are on this
parents. I
podcast.
know.
Suddenly, they're, yeah, I'm not.
Then I thought she was going to catch them like in a scandalous threesome and it was going to
Sure.
scar her. But mm-mm, it's
You're
even
like
weirder than
this.
that.
You're like this movie seemed so much more interesting if that was to happen. So yeah, so she walks in and she sees
And
them
then I thought it was going to be Richard Gere coming in, offering her. No, just kidding. Okay, go ahead.
because he likes antiquing with older
Yeah.
women. We know that. So
Oh
she
no.
sees her mom and dad. This is when the air quotes come in that people can't see
See?
on the bed and immediately starts stabbing her father.
Yeah, the rage is real. But now, was that her? Or
I
was
don't
that her?
know.
Or was that her twin
That's
sister?
what I don't understand because again, they never show us two baby Zunigas. We see two adult ones, as you said. One
Because this
seems
is,
quite tired.
yeah, well, from all these lies, all these murders. Uh, this is her memory now, her
Hmm.
nightmare memory. So it is,
Yes.
she's perceiving it as just herself.
Right.
And yeah, she is the one doing the stabbing, the
Yeah.
murdering, if you will. And then for some reason, there's a always lots of liquor involved. Liquor splashed in the dad's face,
Well,
right? No.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did you
Yeah.
mention that another man has entered the
Oh
room?
yeah, the other man that
Okay,
enters,
yes.
who's
Another man in a suit who she seems afraid of when she's like, oh no, there's a man. There's a man in a suit. Oh, what's he? Is he fighting with my father? My father that I was just stabbing in my dream. So these two have a little scuffle, but her father pushes this other man directly into the fire, and this guy goes up.
up in flames,
Yeah.
up in flames. That to me is a scary thing. I have to say, this, of course, stabbing and blood and all that, but when you see a human being on
Oh,
fire and then walking around, that gets
oh,
in me. Like
yeah,
that gets me a little,
yeah.
right?
You
You with
mentioned
me?
earlier, Jamie, I would be harpooned 100 times
I'll
before I
watch a
am
harpoon. I'll watch
before
you
I
be
am
harpooned.
inflamed.
But if you got harpooned, I would maybe even try to help pull the harpoon out. But if you caught on fire and you were walking around, I'd just run from you. I would. I
It
wouldn't
makes
try to
sense.
put you out or anything.
Fire's dangerous. A harpoon that has stopped moving is no longer deadly. I mean, don't pull that out. That might be the thing holding all my blood.
Oh, that's right. There's that rule too, right? I shouldn't pull out the harpoon. Well, I'd at least admire it and I'd talk you through it till someone came out.
Like
But
somebody's
you're
coming at
on
me like,
fire and
did
I'm
you
not.
call the police? Oh, not yet. Well, I'm about to do that, but let me talk you through this first.
So what you have here is okay. All right, let's move on. Okay.
So yeah, so the dream ends with her mother picking her up and leaving the room, also turning her face toward the man that's on fire.
Yeah.
So she gets to watch him burn as they flee. Cut to her being awoken, surrounded by women in nighties with candles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because this isn't a movie about kids.
Mm-mm.
It's a movie about college kids.
Sororities,
Yeah.
college life, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There
Is
The
it?
college life, you and I last on High School USA, we talked about our how our high school life was nothing like that movie. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say our college lives were nothing like this movie.
No, no.
Even the party, I was like, what kind of party is like a live band? What's happening right now?
Plenty of dance space, though. I will say
This
that.
yeah, it really was just a dance party.
Yeah.
And I said it wasn't like our college life. I was watching this going, I wish I'd gone to a dance party at one
You
point.
wanted to.
I
You
did.
wanted to.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Dressed as a giant penis. Okay,
Well,
so
that was kind of funny, I
that
thought.
was
I
kind of
was
great. I was like, what? You must have made this yourself. And it's very impressive.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody in the costume department was like, I'm gonna bring this in and they're
Oh,
gonna use it.
mm-hmm.
They did. Yeah.
So she wakes up from this dream. She is surrounded by her Delta Rho Chi sisters,
There you go.
who lead she and the other three. There's only four of them pledging this sorority at this point. At one point, they're like, I can't believe there were 15. Now it's down to just four of us.
Was there four?
There's only
I guess
four.
because then there's, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
There's, we go through them right now. It's Daphne Zuniga, which character name, not sure. Doesn't matter.
No, I don't know either.
There's the blonde girl who was fired from Melrose Place.
Uh-huh.
There is the kind of nerdy friend of hers
The Virgin.
that the virgin,
Hmm.
great, the virgin. And then there's the other girl that quits. Like that's it. It's another frizzy brunette haired girl.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
only difference between she and the virgin is perhaps she's not a virgin, but also she quits the sorority at the end. That's it.
And she goes to the mall with them, though, right? The four of them all go.
She backs out.
Oh, she's
She
one of the
leaves.
backer
Remember,
outers.
she goes back to like get a shower or whatever,
That's
and
right, because
she
she
talks.
answers the phone, yeah,
Yes.
when he
Uh-huh.
calls. Okay, okay.
I was glad she made it out alive. When they cut back to her and she's like showering at the house, I was like, oh no. Is she just is somebody just gonna kill this poor girl that quit? No, she's fine.
She's okay.
Yeah. So they're all taken downstairs to participate in some dumb, I don't know. Jamie, I was never in Greek life.
I
Do you
didn't.
think it's like this?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. Okay. We can make up a lot of stuff on this podcast that we know, but we're not about to say that this is true or accurate in any way. But there is something called prank week
Oh,
or
right.
prank night,
I
whatever.
think it lasts for a week. I
Okay.
think I think so. Or Hell Week. Isn't it called Hell Week?
That's what I've heard,
Yeah,
but they refer to it as prank night,
sure.
which is maybe the culmination. You've been in this sorority, whatever, you're pledging. The very last thing you have to do is a prank, not a great prank. Sneak into a mall and steal a night watchman's uniform?
Is that what they decide then?
You wait a second, hold on. It's just the
Well,
fact that
because
you're confused about that is makes me nervous.
this is when I was watching it on what the other
Oh,
I didn't have it on Amazon yet.
yeah.
So I watched it up to a certain point where it's the whatever streaming place that I
Hmm.
watched this on
Yeah.
kept stopping the movie and starting it again from the beginning. So I would start it again from where I thought I was, and this was the point that I was like, I don't know, I don't think because the next thing I know
Go ahead.
is there's the nurse.
Okay. All
And
right. Yes. Okay. So, all right. So
so
yes,
if
it's
there's
the
some details
no.
given here about, because then yes, I do know that their thing at the mall is
Right.
their prank night thing, but I didn't know they talked about that this early
I will.
on.
Yes. They
Okay.
talked about it because I'm going to call her the bitch sorority leader, who for
Mm-hmm.
some reason hates Daphne Zuniga. I don't understand what she has against her. Um, she has made it that they're going to go into this mall and that they're going to steal the security guard's outfit. So that's why Daphne Zuniga has to go home and steal the keys and blah, blah, blah. And the only other thing you may have missed is they go back upstairs and they lay down, and Daphne Zuniga turns to her virgin friend and is like, I had that dream again.
Yeah,
I had the
that
dream
I
again.
do remember. I had the night, not the dream, the
The
nightmare. I
nightmare.
had
I'm
the
sorry.
nightmare again.
Okay. It's not a dream scenario to stab your
No,
father and watch a man burned.
no, it's her nightmare. She
You're right.
confesses. Yes, I
Yes.
saw that where she tells her
Okay.
she
All
had
right.
the
Good.
nightmare again.
Yes. But yeah, let's let's cut to the asylum because this appears to be a scene that should not be in this movie and doesn't make any sense.
Right now we cut away to
Yeah.
like we're in some crazy home. There's a
Hmm.
just one nurse in charge. You don't ever see a doctor or anything. There's a nurse in charge of this asylum. The patients are kind of catatonic, but then they get very angry
Uh-huh.
and rowdy with her. Does it show him right? Let me see. Let me look at my notes here. Oh my gosh. Oh, they come around her and they do the ring around the Rosie thing.
Yeah,
Her
there's a
name Rosie.
yeah, but and the whole time she's like, "Shut up! You people are bad, and I'm going to take away your food, and you're going to all be locked up in your rooms." But the most
And
important thing about this is at one point she looks out the window and she's like, "Hey, there's that crazy burned up man out there digging in the yard again. That's horrible."
with a fork
Yeah,
or
with
a
a
pitch.
fork. Yeah, what do you
Yes,
call that?
a
Like a
pitchfork.
gardening, a tiny
It's a
baby
hoe.
gardening
A hoe.
pitchfork?
A hoe.
No, a hoe is the flat one. That's
It's
a
a
flat.
pitchfork then. It's a pitchfork,
Okay.
right?
All right. A tiny pitchfork.
Yeah.
So he's
But a
out digging around with a pitchfork,
right, right.
and she's upset by this and finally gets away from the patients who are, as you said, they're rowdy and they're chanting and banging on their cages. Maybe don't cage these
Yeah,
people. First of
there's some of them are behind some cages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
disturbing. And then they somehow break loose and they gather around her. Is this when they follow her out? Then
Yes.
she's leaving for the night and they
Which is
follow.
so confusing because I was like, oh, all right, that was a one-off scene, and we're at a hospital. Now we're back to Daphne Zuniga. No, it's just later that night, and this
Yeah,
woman's going home
same
from
place.
work.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Um, and she's trying to leave, and again, there's no security, there's no other doctors.
She appears to be the only
A
one working
little, what
there.
do you call it? A gaggle of,
That's what I'd call it.
right? That's what I'd
Yeah.
call it. Of these little knuckleheads from the insane asylum go following her out to her
Hmm.
car, just staring at her and pounding on her car, and she's trying to. Car, of course, doesn't start. How
No.
inconvenient is that? And then all of a sudden, the tiny fork comes and stabs
Hmm.
her.
Someone is in the back seat,
Hmm.
and they tiny fork stab her to death.
It's really a tiny pitchfork, okay? So it's not like a tiny little salad fork.
It's
It's
not
like
a
a
salad fork. It's a
right.
pitchfork that you would dig up flowers or weeds or
Yeah,
something.
cause no,
You were
yeah, like a
gardening.
flower, like for a flower bed or a
A
garden
flower
situation. Not
fork.
like a big one like you'd use on like for
Right.
vegetables. More like a little one that you'd use for your flower bed, right? If you want to describe it for people who haven't seen the movie and need the visual.
It's the size of a tiny trowel. You would
Trowel? What do you
trowel. A
trowel? What do
trowel.
you trowel?
How do I know anything about gardening and you don't? A trowel
How do
is a
you
tiny shovel, you know, one of those little
know?
handheld shovels. So
Yeah.
it's like that, but it has three prongs. I'm sure it has a name. I don't know the name of gardening
Did you
tools.
just make up trowel?
No, trowel. It ends with an L.
Like an owl, but a trowel?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I don't think you just put a TR in front of owl. I think it's spelled differently, but that is how it's pronounced.
Okay.
I hope I'm right on this.
You probably are. I mean, I don't know that I would know the name of if you showed that to me, I might say, yeah, you use that in your garden, but
And that
I
would
might
be
just call it a fancy garden shovel.
to you that's a tiny shovel. This is a tiny pitchfork. And I like how you said not one of the big ones that, and I thought you were going to say the devil stabs people with, but you were like, no, you dig vegetables with it. Anyway, it now is daytime. She was killed at night. And Daphne Zuniga returns to the palatial family estate,
Right.
which we had said earlier has horses just roaming the grounds. And we meet her parents. We already saw them naked in a bed, but we meet them fully clothed.
It's her birthday.
It is her, it is her birthday. And one of the great parts about this is how her mom was like, I think it's really great that she actually went away to school. Like I was a little bit afraid of that, but I think it's really good for her. The only thing I hate is when she just stops by unannounced.
Yeah, you
And
can't
yeah,
tell
she,
if her parents and her dad seems to be because the mom's like, before she gets there, the mom's like, "Do you want to know what we got her?" And he's like, "What? I don't, who?"
it's like that's not my I mean, okay, fine.
He could care. The parents honestly don't seem to like her very much.
They don't seem to like her, each other.
Right.
It's
But yeah,
pretty fun. Later on when she the mom, I can't get over this scene because I loved it. She's looking at the into the mirror and he says to her, what are you looking at? And she goes, a ghost. Isn't that what you see when you look in the mirror? And he's like, I see a reflection, but you're pretty drunk. The two of them are so funny and it's unintentional. I love it.
the two of them before Daphne gets there, the he gets a call.
Yes.
And now we're seeing why, because, well, we're kind of getting a little leaks of he gets a call about the asylum and how a
Hmm.
bunch of patients have now escaped and a nurse
Right.
was killed.
Yes.
And she seems a bit alarmed, but they're not going to speak of it. They're
He
gonna,
even says, we're 300 miles away.
yeah,
We're totally fine.
yeah. And then, of course, the birthday girl comes and it's all a surprise to her.
Yeah.
So, and he goes to, where does he go? Mom gives the present. I don't know, remember where he
Well,
goes.
yeah, that's kind of the end of that scene. I guess
Yeah.
she goes back to school because now we find out a little more about our main character and her virgin friend. We find out that they're psychology students,
Right.
and we're also introduced to some like dorky perv guy who's just like, "Hey, baby, I heard you
Oh,
didn't
the
have a
one that
date for
follows
that
her
party."
later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
or
one
that
that's wearing
shows up.
chains later.
Well, because she's wearing a leather skirt, I guess he thought he'd kind of
Is that
match.
how
It's
that
too much. He
works?
goes too far. I think he's the guy that just goes too far. Because
Yeah.
she's walking with her friend, so we know, oh, she has a friend, and the friend's feeling a
She has
little
a friend, that
self-conscious.
other person that she talked to earlier.
Yeah.
They must be
And
best
the friend is
friends.
a little self-conscious about her virginity. And,
Uh-huh.
I love her conversation skills. She's like, well, you should just, you should change that. Or, you know what? Let's change the subject. I could tell you're uncomfortable. We're not those kind of friends anyway.
Yes.
Right?
Totally normal conversation you would have with a friend. Yeah, it's not great. So then she's like, "Oh, I gotta go talk to this guy about what I want to do with for my paper on dream interpretation or whatever." So this is when we meet the hunky
He
Peter.
is cute. He
Oh
is
yeah.
cute. I guess so you're saying maybe grad student. I thought he was like like maybe an assistant professor
Yes,
situation.
he's a TA. He says he's a teacher's assistant, but
Okay.
he also talks about again his dissertation, which I thought was a grad school thing. Maybe I don't know anything. So I assumed he was a grad student who is just like, like grading their papers or something like that, not the main
Hmm.
teacher. It is odd in this movie that we never see any teachers ever
No,
for
no.
anything.
There's no others. No,
Yeah.
no, it's weird that it's a college, right, movie. And then we really kind of skip around
Oh,
the
we're never
college
in a
part of it.
classroom.
Mm.
There's never well, the party, there's a lot of extras at that party, but we're never get never anytime they're walking around campus, they appear to be the only people there.
Yeah, yeah.
Not even just extras in the background walking around or people just like sitting out or having conversations. No, not at all. But
It's not
she
even like we're
tells,
on.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
no,
No, go ahead.
she tells him that she is going to do her paper on dream analysis or something.
He gets mad at first. He gets kind of snippy with her, and he's like, "Oh, just, is that what you're doing? Dream analysis? I'm so sure. Like that's so original." And then he's like, "Well, did you happen to know that's? Are you trying to butter me up?
Yeah,
Because
and
that
she's
happens to be."
equally snippy. She's like, "What are you talking? No, I am not. That is not why I. Oh, sure, whatever you say, man." Like, what
Sure,
kind of weird dynamic is this
it's a
between these
sexual
two?
tension.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Do you think he
Anyway,
had sex with his assistant? I'm just curious about that.
the assistant that brings all the facts?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Do you think she's, do you think he made a move and she was like, no,
I don't think
or
I
not at
think
all?
she took me as struck me as someone who would not be interested
No,
in
no,
him.
that's what I mean. Do you think he
Yeah.
tried? And she was like,
No.
no, thank you. This is
No.
just professional.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
All
think
right.
it's a professional for both of them.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Yeah. He's not a creepy kind of dude.
No, 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 not at all. Okay.
Like he's not going to make advances if they're not warranted, and they weren't warranted. I'm reading way too into this guy. But on
But
Daphne, she
Daphne's a
was
neat,
like,
listen, you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
She does invite him to a party. And I love how later when they leave the party, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry I asked you to leave the party and come back to your creepy sex room with you. I just hope you're okay with this. And I was like, Daphne, he's fine with it.
He's more than fine with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. So yeah. So they're having their conversation and she tells him a little bit about this dream. And he's like, you know what? Let me take you to to my dream dungeon or whatever he calls it. What's it called? Like dream room, dream factory, I think is what
Dream
he calls
Factory,
it.
Dream Factory. Yeah, yeah. Which makes you think, well, I guess, yeah.
Which makes you think it's more than just a room with like a tape recorder and a tiny TV, because that's
I
kind of what
mean,
it is. And she walks in and goes, wow, look at this. Like it's not that impressive. It looks like a closet. But yeah, he tells her all about what he does.
I do
Go ahead.
like when she goes. Sorry, I was looking at my notes. So when they're doing their argument back and forth over who's more into dreams, she goes, "Well, mine's personal," and he goes, "What's more personal than getting good grades?"
What kind of an argument is
I don't know.
that? She's like, I stab my father in my dream. There's a chance that's more personal
Well,
than
and then,
this.
like we said, she talks about her dreams, and then after she describes this dream that he's already trying to put together. Okay, so there's mirrors,
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
dolls, and there's parents, and there's fire, and she's like, oh, and yeah, there's that thing about me not knowing what my childhood was. I
Yeah.
don't remember anything before I was 9. He's like, what?
He's like, oh, this might mean something. Maybe. Perhaps it's important.
But
And
the nightmares
the
is what we have
nightmare.
to get.
Also, we have not. Daphne Zuniga, up to this point, I know the movie's just started. She's only mentioned this dream. In this movie, she seems to be freaked out by mirrors constantly. Like at every turn, she sees a mirror and just has to stare into it, just staring off into space. Doesn't listen to what people are saying,
Mm-mm,
and then is like,
mm-mm.
"Oh, I better go now." And I'm like, has this happened before too? Because that seems concerning.
Well, again, when you know the very end and you rewatch, which you have several times, are you
It's not
thinking to
helpful.
yourself, no? You don't think the mirror is her trying to figure out if this is
It's
which
it's
her this is?
it's not like she said to that friend, I keep having that dream, and also mirrors still scare me. It appears that this is
It's
all
like she
just
doesn't know
happening
that the
right
mirrors
now.
scare her. Like she
Right.
doesn't know that they're scaring her. She just feels something weird around mirrors, you
Okay.
know?
All right.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know. I don't know.
I
Oh,
believe this is
the
yeah,
little girl follows her in mirrors too. So there is
right.
that. Like
Yeah, she
sometimes she
goes into the
sees,
bathroom
yeah.
and looks up once and her tiny self is standing behind her with a
Mm-hmm.
giant knife.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh, we do go to her parents real quick. This is when she is looking into the mirror drunk and she's saying things like, we shouldn't have kept that a secret. I thought we were keeping it a secret for us, but it turns out the whole time we were keeping it a
Oh,
secret
the
for
mom. Yep.
her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And that's kind of it. Like it's just a little bit of like, oh, aren't these two creepy? There must be
Yeah.
something going on here.
Sure. Sure.
And oh, I found this funny because I was like, well, there must be a scene missing from this movie when they're in the dream factory, he goes, I gotta totally study you. Like I gotta hook things to your head and you gotta go to sleep and everything. She's like, um, I'll have to talk to you about that later. Immediately, she's got things hooked up to her and she's asleep going, Mommy, Daddy, no, Mommy, no, no. And he's like, This is great. This
Yeah.
is awesome.
He's taking notes.
Yep. His
Mm-hmm.
assistant's like, this is off the charts, dude. I love it so much. Um, and this is when it's revealed that there's something about the readouts that say that she wasn't dreaming,
Right.
right?
It's
Because
her
his
REM.
assistant, I don't think we've talked about his assistant. She's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Um,
She drops the facts in.
yeah. I love how she has giant, like, Sally Jesse glasses on and a
Mm-hmm.
Newsies cap the whole time. It's quite an outfit for her. But you're right, she is always dropping facts. Like, this guy seems overexcited about everything, and she's
Mm-hmm.
kind of just there to be like, calm down, dude.
Yeah.
Here's what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except at the end when she's like, um, I was a little bit worried about her, so I went to my local library and did all this digging.
Yeah, she finds out that I like how yeah, I like how then she presents again all these facts to him at the end,
Mhm.
basically piecing so much together that we're
So
like, oh,
much.
and doesn't just she's printed out copies and circled the things and
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
She's brought back and he's like scurrying about making phone calls and the whole time she's like, "Well, who are you calling?
Yeah.
What are you doing?" And he's like, "Never mind. I'm just doing." And then he's like, "I gotta go." And she's like, "Well, it's not like I want to go or anything
Yeah.
or I like needed to be here.
I know. I
I
wanted
guess
he
I'll
and
grade your
her to
papers."
fan out or something and just kind of like he goes here and she goes there. I kind of wanted her to come back at the end, but it's okay.
It's okay.
She makes it out alive. She isn't killed.
She's not murdered. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And also at this point, he and his assistant are arguing about stuff. And just like Daphne Zuniga, I have no idea what they're talking about. I have no idea what they're saying. It's just a bunch of, I'm assuming, fake science mumbo jumbo that these two are saying. And again, mirrors freak her out.
Back to her parents' house.
Back to her parents.
And mom is just sitting drinking her brown liqueur, straight from the decanter. Is that what they're called?
That is, yes. Straight
um,
from the decanter.
and the dad has to go. He does have to go out somewhere. I think it has to do with the nurse and the asylum
Boy,
situation, right?
I don't know because he owns malls.
Yeah,
A mall?
Fairchild shopping
Fairchild
center that's right by the
Malls.
school, right by the college.
Yes, within driving distance from the college.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got to go somewhere on a business trip, kind of,
Hmm.
but also it's to meet a lady.
Yeah, he forgets his glasses, but it doesn't matter. He goes out
No.
to the car to go on his business trip and go on his little rendezvous.
Hmm.
And he doesn't get very far because we see they show it's a horror movie, right? So of course there's just shadows and is it the guy walking the horse at night?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know around the property. Like who's
yeah.
making the noises outside and what's with the tiny fork outside? And then
Hmm.
not only does the tiny fork go, he's getting something or putting something in the trunk and tiny fork and scream. When you get stabbed with a tiny fork in this movie, you have to let out a scream of
Yes.
like,
And it's
which,
so long. There are times in
yes.
this movie where the scream is literally doubled. Like the scream ends and then it just
And then it
starts over
continues,
again.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's screaming, it stops. We show her inside drinking, back outside. He's still screaming
Hmm.
some more. Then does the killer also take a samurai sword
The
to her?
killer somehow has a samurai sword, which never comes back into play in this movie, and cuts this guy's head right off. And the only reason is so his wife can come out and say he forgot his glasses and say
Oh,
that he would lose his head if it wasn't attached.
oh, Woody.
That's it.
Oh, Woody.
Great gag.
And she sees what she thinks is him drive
Hmm.
off without his
Yes.
glasses on in
Right.
his car off to the airport or wherever.
Yes.
What we see is a little blood dripping on a license plate
Hmm.
and
Well,
a
Texas
man
license plate right there.
driving his car away.
And there's also the only other important thing, not that that wasn't important, that was huge.
That
It's our
was huge.
second build actor of this movie, and he's dead, and we're like a half hour in.
Hmm.
The other important thing about this that I really enjoyed is Daphne Zuniga is talking to her mom about her paper or this guy. And her mom is really like, I don't want you to see this sexy grad student anymore.
Yeah, she
He's
does
getting in
say, I
your
think it's a
head,
bad
and that's a
idea.
bad deal.
Hmm.
Yes. And she's like, no, mother, I will see whoever I want, whenever I want, and then
Yeah,
storms out. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's
But
pretty
the
great.
mother, as we know, has more, it's more than just, this might be an inappropriate relationship, which she mentions, but she's more like, he can't go digging in that brain of dreams of yours
It's
because,
gonna unlock some horrors of the
mm-hmm,
past.
mm-hmm, and we can't have that.
We can't have that.
We have secrets in
Because
this
I would
family.
love for this woman to sit down with Daphne Zuniga at the end of this movie and please explain to us what's going on. Like, please explain
Can we
all
have
of this.
can we have a narrative,
Yes.
please?
What happened? One of the girls stabbed him, I guess. So she had to be sent to an asylum, right? I guess.
They both were for a little while.
Wait, what? I'm
Well, because
sorry.
when
So
she's
Daphne
unconscious,
was sent. Is that why she doesn't remember anything?
yes. I don't know if they just tried to wipe both their memories clean and it only took
Can
to the
you
one.
do that? Can you just check them in and be like, can you just make her forget everything that
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
before now?
And
Wait,
ironically,
you're
like I
saying
said,
yes as though that's possible?
yeah, in this movie
Okay.
it is,
Great.
right?
I, I
Or we're meant to believe so.
I don't know. I thought that it was more that this was so traumatic for her that she herself blocked everything out.
No, her family made it so that she couldn't, they like erased her memory.
All right, this is so much
They
better
like
than the movie I
eternal
watched.
sunshine
Okay.
of the spotless mind, her memory. That's
Okay.
what they did.
Take that, Kirsten Dunst.
What?
She was in that. Remember, she was
Oh,
like one of
right.
the
Yeah, that's
assistants.
right. That's right.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
gotcha, gotcha. I thought you were saying
I
it
only
from
know.
like,
No,
you're right.
no, I think that movie, it's a great movie, but the thing that I think about is just all of them, like all of the people that he worked with, just like constantly erasing their own memories and stuff like
Yeah.
that when they would all get in relationships with each other. All right. Anyway, so okay, so now we got the POV shot of the person before her dad was killed. Now we get like a fake out POV of somebody creeping around the sorority house.
Oh, well, we do get to taste a little sorority life. It's just a bunch of girls showering together
Mhm.
naked with a very impressive poster of Tom Selleck
I was
hanging
gonna
up.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, Jamie, I know the boobies may have been distracting, but
Oh
I
no,
couldn't
nothing
take my
could
eyes off
distract
that
from that.
poster.
That mustache.
It's a really great, like
It
just
is.
a head. It's not a full body shot or anything. It's just his head plastered on this girl's wall. It's
That's what the
great.
ladies like in college, I want to say.
I
But
know.
yeah, we
I
get
know.
our, if you're into that kind of thing, this is where the scene you're looking for,
Right.
where we got our ladies and they're just getting ready for their night out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Daphne's a little more modest, and I appreciate that. Must have been in her contract. Don't show my
Oh,
boobies.
right. No.
Right?
Yeah.
And she does put on a leather skirt.
It's a cool leather skirt. It's one of those that's
Mhm.
like
Is
laced
it?
up like a pair of
Mhm.
shoes on the side.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Get That's what I call them.
Laced up like a pair of shoes.
And you got Daphne all laced up like a pair of sneakers.
And you're right. We've got some POV shots of someone perhaps being outside here. We don't know if they have a fork or what they've got with them.
Mhm.
But as it turns out, it's just the guy from earlier who really wants to date Daphne and just is a bit of a, you know,
It's just a
he's,
creepo
yeah,
pervozoid.
yeah, he's a
Yeah,
little pushy and,
right. Yeah.
but he's part of the gang,
There's
I
like
guess.
three guys in this that aren't really established. Like, I know there's him. I know there's the guy that's dressed as a penis for this party. And
Yeah.
then there's third guy, whoever.
The funny guy?
Isn't the guy who's dressed as a penis the funny
The
guy?
funny
That's
guy.
what
You're
I would
right. You're
assume.
right. You're right.
But I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is when we cut to her virgin friend going to this party with a giant dick. And as we said, it's kind of clever and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's
Like,
kind of fun.
it's pretty good. Like that's a lot of work that went into this.
It was a big costume, a
Hmm.
lot of effort, but yeah, kind of
And
funny.
it's it's a big college party, big fun college party. Oh, and Jamie, you mentioned earlier
She,
that when people are stabbed and they scream, how sometimes the screams are doubled. Did you notice that this party, this song ends and it just starts again?
oh no,
Like
I
it's
didn't.
just one song played the whole time, but they get to the end of the song and you can hear it fade out and
Yeah.
then it just starts right back up again.
Why change the song? It's the
Yeah.
party song. It's a song meant when they're in the party scene.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you going to say? I feel like I distracted you from something about the party.
No, you didn't. Party with a band. There
All
was a
right.
band at the party. Um,
There's
oh,
a fun.
the
Oh
professor,
yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. He's at the party. They
Uh-huh.
dance. They do a little white people dance at the party. Um, and
This
then
movie is, I know this is a criticism about a lot of our movies. This movie is a very white movie. This movie
oh
is
yeah.
one of those things where I'm like, can't we have one of these sorority girls be of some sort of color? Like,
No.
I
I don't
know
even
there's,
think
yeah, go ahead.
they weren't even thinking about that. You know what I
No.
mean? Not even a
And I'm not even
yeah.
talking about just the pledges. I'm talking about any of them because we
Anybody,
see them all at the
anywhere.
beginning. They're
Mm-mm,
all just these white girls wearing like white nightgowns. I'm like, well, maybe this is your sorority uniform or something, but can we at least
mm-mm.
have somewhat of color in this? But no, not at all. It's a very,
No.
very white movie.
Yeah.
I did think this was funny because the blonde pledge is hitting on the teacher or the teacher's assistant or whoever this
Oh,
guy.
right, right.
Yes. And I loved when Daphne Zuniga comes over and breaks this up. He jokingly says, I suggest you take 2 aspirin and go to bed. To which she responds, with who? I really
Oh,
like that. That was pretty great.
it's kind of a slutty response.
Yep,
Of course you
yep,
like it.
really fun. Yes. Yeah. She can't take this party anymore. She has to leave this party. So she
Well, she
drags
wants to
him.
make out with old Professoro.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah,
She
we
makes
all
him
know
to
it's.
his, takes him to his makeout dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
dream laboratory, dream factory, whatever. And they make out, maybe more. We don't see it.
We don't know. We don't know.
We don't
Yeah,
need to. It's
yeah.
totally fine.
We just see some heavy pecs,
Yes.
right? Little tongue. See a little tongue. Um.
Cut to hypnosis time.
Oh yeah. Oh, mommy, daddy, dolls. Mommy, daddy, dolls. Fire, my fire, mommy, daddy, fire.
Mirrors.
Mommy, daddy. This is probably some terrible acting.
It's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah.
It
And
was it
it's
was one of those things where I'm watching, I'm like, that was the best take. Like that was the
yeah.
best take.
Yeah. Well, she hadn't gone under
First
maybe.
movie,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
she hadn't gone under hypnosis. She didn't know what it
Yeah.
was like. Is
And
that what
yeah,
you're?
she couldn't really relate. Maybe. I don't know.
She didn't
I
do
don't
the
know, but it's not
research
good.
there. Yeah,
It's
no,
not
it's
good.
not good. Also, her mom shows up to
Oh
campus
yeah, her mom. How does the mom know where to find her? How does she know where the
because
sleep
she
dungeon
sees
is?
2 students standing in a hallway and asks where Dr. Peter, whatever, Venkman, I'm going to say, is. And these students go, did you try the basement? And so she walks down to the basement.
And finds. And
That's
even
it.
the assistant is there, like, I couldn't stop this woman. But anyway.
Well, because the assistant's just standing there with him
Well,
watching Daphne Zuniga shake her head and yell,
Daphne's
Mommy,
starting to
Daddy.
so she's doing this, she's in this trance, mommy, daddy, and she's becoming a little more and more distressed. And
Hmm.
he's trying to do this gentle, and again, other bad acting by him with his hypnosis voice and doing, okay, I'm going to count and you're going to come out of this. I'm going to count. And she's not coming out of this. And her
No.
mom walks in right when all this is happening, where she's kind of having a freak out and he
Hmm.
can't seem to pull her out of it. And, nobody likes it. Let's be honest.
No.
Nobody's really having a good time here. But her nightmare
But her,
isn't a dream, these two
no.
discover. It's
Well,
a memory.
her mom gets her out of this by
Oh,
saying,
by saying her
no,
name. By
don't
saying,
call her Daphne Thompson, call her Daphne Zuniga. And he does. And she's like,
right.
oh, oh, what's,
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
Hmm. Hmm.
And yes, and they're like, wow, that was weird. I guess she has split personality disorder
Yeah. Yeah.
because she's responding to a different name. Because he even goes out and he's like, hey, old lady, why did she respond to that name? And she's like, shut up, and just leaves.
Yeah. And says like, and basically it's like, and I don't want you to go anywhere near her ever again.
That's right. Yes. And
Yes.
it's
Yes.
it's really funny how he's like, so it's an Oedipal dream, which I'm like, I guess that means she wants to have sex with her dad. And he's like, she really just wants to kill her father. I'm like, I think I'm
Yeah.
ahead of you on this. Like,
They're trying to
I
get to the bottom of it. Yeah. And I'm like,
seriously.
well,
Yeah,
I'm ahead of you on this
even
one.
watching this movie for the first time, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not a dream. Like this is something that happened to her, and I knew that from the first scene of this movie. You're so far behind, and our main character's an idiot too. Sorry, Daphne, but you're really dumb as well.
Well,
Well, you said her parents spotlight shined. Wait, what's the name of that movie? Sunshine of the Spotless Minded
oh
her.
yeah.
I love it. So now we've been waiting this whole movie. We're like, what's going on? There's a dream and her dad, and some people are getting killed. Like we've seen only two people get killed so far. This is a slasher movie. People should be dying left and right. It is prank night. Let's go to the mall.
Right. We're out of the if you want any more college scenes, we're out. If
Uh-uh.
you want to be in anybody else's house, we're done. We're headed to the mall, and that's where the rest of the movie shall take place.
Can I tell you one thing I found absolutely hilarious? And
Yeah.
I think it's just because I went on vacation with my kids that I found
Oh
this
yeah.
so funny. Before they leave for the mall, the bitch of a sorority sister comes upstairs and she's like, all right, girls, let's go. It's time. And then she goes, make sure everyone uses the bathroom. And I
It's
was like,
true.
that's such a hilarious motherly thing for this
Yeah.
woman who hates them to say.
And did it remind you of being away with your kids because you remind them to go to the bathroom all the
It's a
time?
long car ride.
It is.
You gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, you do. You
Hmm.
do. That's true.
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
Earlier in this movie, they're talking about stealing the security guard's outfit, and one of the girls in the sorority's like, I heard this dude is a total hunk. Hmm? Daphne, you probably know him. And she's like, yeah, he's pretty good looking. We finally meet this guy, and I'm not gonna say he couldn't pass as a total hunk, but it is they have him in this security guard uniform. It is unbuttoned down to his navel, and he's
He
just
wants to be a hunk.
alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants to be a hunk. But yeah, so this is now we're in the mall and we're just with him for a little bit.
A long
And
time.
him and a crazy, I guess, security guard manufactured flashlight. I've never seen a flashlight look like that myself, but I don't know.
But you've never been
And
a security guard.
I've never been security.
You got to
Correct.
just trust that this is what they use.
Correctamundo. Um, and yeah, he's checks himself out in some sunglasses. And
I
just
did
like
like that.
I'm waiting for another child to come down your
Yeah,
stairs, I could see in the background.
I'm so scared right now.
It's a nice shot. He's closing up shop at the mall, having a good, handsome time, as this hunky
Uh-huh.
guy does. And he looks in the sunglasses, and in the reflection of the sunglasses, he sees some shadowy image off in the distance.
It's kind of
That would
creepy.
freak me out too.
Yeah.
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 Even if I had my security guard gun and my security guard big old flashlight,
Yeah.
I don't want nobody coming anyway. Um, he screams,
I do
right?
want to I do want to see you sit down for your security guard interview and you're like, I might have a gun, but can you guarantee me that nobody's gonna be coming around or anything? Because if I can't just be alone and be a security guard by myself, I don't want anything to do with this position.
The night security guard, mind you,
Oh,
like if he's on the day shift, then yeah, you're securing all the the shoppers and stuff.
sure.
But the night security guard shouldn't be expected to see
Do
people.
anything? See people?
Yeah.
Your
So there's,
job is to keep people out, I believe.
yeah,
Is that
yeah.
what a security guard's job is?
He's
Well, also, I
securing
guess if
the,
you see a
he's
leak
guarding.
or something, you have to call that in.
That's a maintenance man.
Well, you're not going to be like, well, that's somebody else's problem. I'm going to go back to my desk. I would assume you at least make a note on a chart or something.
Okay.
I don't know what a night security, because the day security guard, it's like, okay, there's people everywhere. Somebody
Mm,
could steal something. There could be a problem. I got to take care of it. Night security guard, from all the movies I've seen, it seems to just be like wander around and hang out,
that's what it is.
but it's scarier.
We don't get out much here on Good Times, Great Movies.
I would be very afraid to be a night security guard. I'm a real chicken, and that would be a really scary
Yeah, would it freak you
job.
out to hear the
Yeah.
noises? Well, because yeah, you're protecting it in its most vulnerable hours,
Hmm.
really. So it wouldn't.
Although there might be one thing that would attract me to this job. Later on in this movie, there's no hint of this as a prop until her friend is killed at the security guard's desk. You see a six-pack of beer sitting on the desk with
Oh,
several removed.
this may lure you. This
I
may
think
lure you
that's what
in.
this guy does. He's like, well, no
Yeah.
one's looking, so I can kind of do
I'll
whatever
just,
I
yeah,
want.
yeah. Sip on the beersies.
But that might make me a little more scared, a little more paranoid. I don't have
Yeah.
my wits about me. All right, okay. Okay, so he is killed. He is once again baby pitchforked right through the neck.
Scream. That scream has to happen again. It's a
Yes.
crazy scream. It's a
Hmm.
open mouth.
It's the preferred instrument of death of the
In this
killer.
movie, of this movie, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And right when this happens, the sorority girls show up. And the one girl who has had no personality, she hasn't taken her shirt off, and she's not a virgin. She goes, I fucking quit. Fuck you, bitch. This
Right.
sucks. She even says, we should be doing something productive in society, not this shit.
She's
And
not
I'm
wrong.
like, yeah, I'm like, first of all, good for you. But second of all, I have gotten none of that from your personality up to this point. You haven't said boo. You were glad to come here, and this is a turn I did not expect. But she's like, I'm out. And the sorority leader's like, whatever, you three get in there, go for it. And Daphne Zuniga, I love how she's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. You, sexy one who has no problem taking your top off, you walk around, you distract this guy. You, virgin, just hang out here at the desk. And if you see anything, let
Oh
us
yeah.
know. I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna get his uniform. They're like, how are you gonna do that? And she goes, they have spares. Great, wonderful, good thinking.
Mm.
They don't even have to interact with this guy. It's a good plan. I love it.
It is a good plan. It is a good plan.
But also, this is her father's store.
Hmm.
I would think the easiest thing to do would be to be like, I need your uniform or you're going to be fired.
True. True.
So I don't know,
But
but
that's
she's
not the way she likes to
nicer.
play,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
let's, yeah. Um, but then there's also a group of
Uh-huh.
mischievous.
Yep. There's like 8 F's in that. Mischievous F's, I believe you meant to say.
Huh.
Yeah, these are the.
That'd be fun if that's how you could say it. Mischievous. Be a fun way to say that word.
Wait, are you saying just to say mischief or the people that
Mischievous.
cause mischief?
Mischievous. Like you're mischievous. 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 I'm
I'm
not
just
even
gonna.
drinking
I was gonna
dark
say I'm
tea.
gonna just let you kind of like figure this
I'm gonna
out right
just
now.
play with that for a
Right.
second. All right. I'm gonna let that go.
Okay. So anyway, so they are these mischievous. They're told to go into the mall and basically to cause mischief. Basically to
Like a
scare them.
mischievous would
Like
do.
that's it. That's all they're
Yes, yeah.
tasked
Anyway,
with
yeah.
doing is scaring
Yes.
these girls. Yes.
Scaring the ones that are or they're taking the task as seriously as they can.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Minus the quitter.
Yes.
Hmm.
So this is like a lot happens in here, but also not a whole lot happens in this mall. Basically, what ends up happening is Daphne Zuniga gets the uniform.
Hmm.
Her blonde friend decides that it would be fun to put on different clothes and to also put on roller skates and get a bottle of wine and just skate around the mall with a bottle of wine,
They're gonna
which,
make the best you can
yeah,
out of it,
yeah, it seems fun.
It's mischief night or whatever, and
Yes.
they're just gonna all the mischief is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And her virgin friend is just, she's just there being a virgin.
Yeah.
Um, the sorority leader is also there, and she kind of hooks up with one of the other guys, one of the
Oh
mischief
yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
and they're like in the rug store making out.
Yeah.
But then, so this, okay, so the rest of this movie just takes place in this mall, and
Hmm.
every now and then what happens is a character will wander into a store, and then they are killed in that store
Right. Right.
because she wanders into, what is it, a lamp store?
Yeah. Yeah. And before the murders happen, the lights generally blink too,
Right.
right? Isn't
Yes.
that a
Yes.
thing, a
So if you're in a
sign?
lamp store, you're in a real
Hmm.
tough
Yeah, because
spot.
there's lots of blinking lights. And yeah, she's kind of playing a little her and this one guy are flirting and making out in a
Hmm.
couple of different stores. Again, it's a weird mall with weird stores in it. There's, like we mentioned, there's a Christmas sh- decoration
Yeah.
shop. There's a lamp store. There's a weapons store
Just a
for hunters, hunting supply
this is a
store.
sporting goods store, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
hunter supply store,
Yeah.
sporting goods, what have you. Yeah.
But
Um,
but also it doesn't this doesn't look like any mall I've ever been to. Like everything appears to be carpeted. Maybe that was the mall of the 80s was carpeted.
maybe.
There's no like exterior displays or
Mm-mm,
anything.
mm-mm.
There's no little fountain or whatever. Like it almost looks like a corporate building.
Yeah, it
Like,
does
I don't
have
know. I
that
guess
kind of
this will
vibe.
pass for a mall. So she is killed in the lamp store with a harpoon.
Hmm.
The guy that she was making out with gets hatcheted right through the forehead.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal. Like,
Doesn't she find, no, the roller skate girl finds them all, right?
finds who?
Wait, who finds?
She does find that. Yes, she
Yeah,
eventually finds them because now they're discovered. The mischief guys are discovered by the sorority girls.
right.
Even though the sorority
They
girl
roll a
mother,
bowling ball, isn't that right?
right? Yeah, and then
Yeah.
they like jump out of, I don't know, what do you call those things where you try and close? Why can't I think of words?
When you, a dressing room?
Yes, dressing room. They jump out with like scary masks on and they
Oh,
scare
right,
them.
right.
But then suddenly they're sitting around a table drinking wine, having like a faux dinner party.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then things get weird at the dinner party.
Can you please talk about this? Because I don't need this in my movie. I'm
I
sorry.
don't need the dinner party to happen. Let's be
No.
honest. Like we
Right.
didn't need this whole
Hmm.
situation that's happening
Because
here.
they realize they're locked
Um,
in the mall. That's
yes,
why they decide to
yes.
have a dinner party and
Mm-hmm.
waste a bunch of time.
Yes, and have their wine and
Yeah.
start confessing things.
I don't think
So,
anybody confesses things except for one person.
well,
This is
exactly.
unprompted, and everyone's response is inappropriate.
Well, wait, before, is it before this?
No, go ahead. I'm sure I got some things out of order.
Yeah, that's okay. No, I
Yeah.
want to make sure that we get to, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's talk about this before. So they're having some time and the virgin girl kind of
Mhm.
snaps at the
Yeah.
bitchy girl, right?
Yeah,
No,
at the roller skating girl.
roller skate girl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
snaps at her and talks about first her virginity and then goes on this very
Yeah.
sad tangent, like spiral about how when she was 12, she was sexually assaulted. I
Yeah.
don't mean to laugh at it because it's awful.
No,
It just
it's
comes out of nowhere in this movie, and you're just like, whoa, whoa, can we? What's
it
and
yeah. It comes out of
Then
nowhere. And I told you I've seen this movie before. I have, I guess, parts of this movie I just forgot about. I was taking notes as I was
you
going.
stop.
No, she says, I'm not a virgin. And in my notes, I went, all right, good for you. And then the next thing she says is, I was 12. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh no,
Yeah.
I don't like any of this.
Yeah, yeah, it just takes this turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, so she talks about how that's why she hasn't had sex. But then we get the Joker guy. Like again, I don't know why this has, I guess to see the healing
Uh-huh.
components of having sex with a funny guy. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so to cheer her up, she's a little sad now because she just confessed this to everybody. But now it's almost like the funny guy's even more attracted to her than he was before.
Yeah.
And he cheers her up a bit, and then they go to the mattress store, I guess, or the bedding
Sounds
store,
right to me. That's what I called it.
where he's like, "All right, well, let's rewire your memory. Let's do this right for you. Let's
Yeah.
do it."
It's 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 insane. It's
Yeah.
insane that somebody would sit down and write this as dialogue that these characters were having. And then it's almost as if they wrote themselves into a corner and were like, I don't know how to get out of this. And this is the
Hmm.
best they could do, which is really bad
We didn't
because
even need it.
you
We didn't
didn't
need
need
it.
this at all.
Mm-mm.
It is because her telling that story has no impact on anything that happens.
Mm-mm.
No one reacts to it. After they have sex in the mattress store, he's like, so how was it for the first time? I'm like, you didn't need the piano violin teacher thing. You could have still done this. Like, this still could have happened
Mm-hmm.
without any of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also like, well, then, wait, maybe don't kill this character. No, you just totally kill this
No,
character.
then after all of that,
Yeah.
both of these get, well, he gets killed first. We think she's going to get away,
Oh,
but
yeah. How does he get killed? I don't
well,
remember.
you think he's
Oh,
on
he gets
top of her
harpooned.
and he gets
He gets
harpooned.
harpooned right in front of her.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, because he's like, if it was so great, let's do it again. And
Right,
she's like,
right.
amazing. That sounds
Yeah.
fantastic. And he
Mm-hmm.
even has like a heartfelt thing where he's like, I think I'm just really insecure about myself, and that's why I'm making jokes all the time. And I'm like, why are you making me care about these characters and
That you're
kind of
just
like
gonna
them?
murder.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know they're
Mm-hmm.
just meat bags. Like, I'm not upset that
Meatbags.
roller skates gets killed because she's just there to take her shirt off and get killed. Like, don't you're really having like a tender moment between these two, and then they're
I don't
both
want to
being
see it.
murdered.
I
Yeah.
don't want to see it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't, I don't either. But speaking of roller skates, she's off with the other guy because I don't know, Daphne Zuniga. I think I think one
Yeah.
thing they wanted us to think in this movie is that Daphne Zuniga might be killing everyone
Oh, and that's why
because she
she's
keeps
going
like
off.
excusing herself and
Yeah,
going off
yeah.
by herself. So roller skates is hanging out at the wedding store.
Oh, yeah, yeah. She's with the mannequins there.
Yes.
Yeah. The wedding
The-
store.
And the guy she's with goes to the bathroom and he gets his throat cut and she discovers him.
Yeah. And
She
freaks
race,
out.
yes.
Yeah.
She races down to the security guard desk and basically announces her death over the intercom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's, as you said earlier, there's so much
So much
blood.
blood. This is
It's
where
like
she's
a,
gagging up the blood and yeah. Yeah.
yeah, most of our
The fork
murders.
is back. Isn't she murdered with the fork?
Oh, I thought she was just cut with a
Oh, you're
knife.
right. She is. She's
Yeah,
sliced across the throat.
not good,
Mm-mm.
but it's a pretty great, like it's a bloody death scene, which is kind of fun. And um Blonde is killed. Sorry. Oh, this is when I wrote the beer. It's just called beer at the security
Oh, it's
desk.
pretty great.
So while all of this is happening, Peter, the teacher's assistant, and
Oh, yes, this is where I was going to get to. Like,
go
it's
ahead.
all adding up for these guys.
Yes.
So in comes his assistant with news articles, and she has gotten to the bottom of this. And get this, I don't even know if I can keep track.
Go
So
ahead.
there's the article, it all adds up. Um, the father, who she thinks is her father, is not her father.
Oh.
There's a man who's been institutionalized with burn marks on his face.
Hmm.
That's her real father.
Right.
Her parents, her mom, how crazy is that? Was having an affair with another man, and they covered this whole thing up.
Hmm.
And uh,
They
the
got married
nurse,
like 3 months
yeah,
later.
3 months. That's
Uh-huh.
not a lot of time for a grieving wife. Um, yeah, her mom remarried, and it's her new last name is Fairchild, like the
Right.
mall, but her other last name was, I don't have it. Do you?
Zuniga. I don't know.
Oh, right.
Probably Johnson. Something just as
Yeah. So
generic.
they get to the bottom of it, and he's freaking out
Oh
about
yeah.
this. Once he realizes this, first he tries to call her home, and the
Hmm.
mom picks up the phone and puts it
He
down
just
off the
puts it
receiver.
down. Yeah, doesn't hang
And
up,
he's
just
like, that
lays
was
it
so
down.
weird. Then he
Only a
calls
severely intoxicated person would do something like that.
then he calls a sorority house, and just the girl who was over it all answers, and she's like, no, she's not here. She's at the mall, for
They have
crying
to
out
go to the
loud.
mall. And he's like, well, I better go to the mom's house first for some reason. And
Well, yeah,
he
why
goes,
does he go there first?
I don't know. He races to the mom's house and she's a booze bag catatonic.
Yeah,
Like she's
yeah,
not even responding to him
right.
or anything. And I love how when he leaves, he's like, I gotta go to the mall, but you need to call the police. And he hands her the phone and he's like, do you understand what I'm saying? You have to call I'm like, dude, you're right there. Just call the police before you
Why
go.
don't you just do
It's
it?
okay.
Yeah.
But he hands her the phone and he leaves, and the mom hangs up the phone and walks over and is like, I think I'll just get a gun. I think that'll
Yeah,
take
there's
care
a
of the
gun in the drawer, and she decides to take things into her
Mhm.
own hands,
Oh, why does he go to the
which she's been
mom's?
doing the whole time.
Damn, he's got to
Yep.
go there to get the keys. The
Oh,
keys
to the
to the
mall.
mall.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he does.
Yeah. Um, so Daphne Zuniga at this point, we did not talk about the Virgin and how she gets it because those two are the last two left. And they're on like a freight elevator or something.
Oh, Daphne and the Virgin. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And the guy like drops down, or the murderer, sorry, not guy, drops down into the freight elevator, and Daphne Zuniga's like, ah, and just
Lots of screaming.
bolts, just runs
Mm-hmm.
away and turns around to watch her friend, who's trying to crawl out of the elevator, which seems weird, just run, get dragged back into the elevator.
Yeah, and it's
And then
murders
she's
for
total
her.
dead zoos.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Daphne Zuniga creeps around for a bit. She sees her burned up father, who she doesn't know is her father.
She's
But
on the rooftop. She takes this
yeah,
this whole place by storm.
she really does. She does
Yeah.
a regular Die Hard at this moment,
Yeah. She's in the basement, in the
crawling
boiler
through air
room.
ducts, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like Freddy Krueger's there. There's so much. At one point, she just puts her hand on a pipe that's hot and goes, "Ow, that's hot." Great, wonderful way to establish that you're in the boiler room. So, okay, so I have a question. Her father was institutionalized along with her sister, who we'll meet in a moment. They both escaped, or the
Together.
father's been trying to, and the father's been like trying to get the evil Daphne Zuniga. So he went to the mall
He's
with her.
he's trying to stop her, but
Stop.
he's very not quick.
He's not,
He's half
because
burned up, for crying out loud.
he's just like lumbering around the mall. So anytime she sees him, he doesn't seem to be moving with any urgency or
No.
trying to talk to her.
Maybe he's still medicated. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it takes a while. It's the medication to kind of come out of your system. Because on the roof, she hits him with a pipe and he falls off the
Yeah, he
building.
just don't down he goes. He timbers down
Yes.
into well, I thought he was going to survive. Again, I was waiting for
I thought he
so
did.
again, now we think she's being chased this whole time. Now, well, now, not the whole
By,
time.
yep.
Once the professor makes his discovery, you're like, oh, it's her dad, and I bet he's gonna have like this some kind of reunion with her and look all freaky. Even now, you think it's her dad chasing her. So when she knocks him down, you're
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, and she even says, when she knocks him off the roof, she goes, "What have I done?"
Mm-hmm.
And you think she's
She
going to
should be like,
realize,
save the day.
yeah, well, she kill her father? What's going on here? And now the professor shows up and he's finally in the door and he thinks he sees Daphne. Um, and he hugs her and so excited to have, you know, be
Right.
reunited with her.
He saved her. Yeah.
And she stabs him right in the belly.
He doesn't even say anything like, you look horrible. You
Because she
really
does.
look
She's
tired.
gray. She looks like she's been in an insane asylum for, I don't know,
She's also for some
over.
reason wearing a bright blue jumpsuit. Like it was a weird outfit choice for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets stabbed. Oh, there's
And then
one
out
more.
comes the real Daphne. And she's like, what? And now you're like,
Yeah.
what is happening, movie?
I was like, oh,
What are
there's
you doing to
two
me, movie?
Daphnes. This is,
Yeah.
and then they like chase each other. There's some fun camera work where she's talking to herself, so you see the reflection in
Sure,
the
sure.
window of the one crazy Daphne and the other not crazy Daphne.
Mhm.
It's kind of fun. There's one thing I did want to mention earlier. Jamie, do you remember why she thinks she has amnesia? Because
Because
she
she fell out of
fell
a
out of,
treehouse. Yeah.
yes. When the assistant is talking to him about all these things that she's found out, and she goes, and get this, there's no treehouse on their property. I was like, that
She
might be
knew.
the funniest bit of dialogue in this movie.
Get this. No treehouse.
So yeah, so it looks like the tired, evil Daphne has the upper hand on the not as tired, probably still tired. It's probably pretty late at night. She's about to stab her, and then her chest explodes.
Gunshot to the chest.
She falls down, revealing their mom, who has
And
come to
there's
the
mom.
rescue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to the police, putting her in the car.
Yeah, the police take her away. The only survivor from this mall massacre is the professor.
Yeah,
She's sad.
I mean, he's in bad shape, but he'll be all right.
Yeah, he's gonna make it.
Yes.
And Daphne, weird freeze frame for her for
Well,
the end.
very weird, very weird freeze frame. Because, like I said, I need I need a little more movie. I'm sorry. You just
You threw a
you
lot at me, and at the very end, you threw even more. Like
yes,
I was handling the affair and the fire and the burn
yes,
victim and the insane asylum and the from college campus to mall. I
yeah.
was taking all these transitions and
Yep.
working with them. But now you threw a twin sister at me?
Yes, that's all it took to push me over the edge into, well, I don't know what's happening anymore. Because I could have bought a Daphne Zuniga repressing all of this and murdering her friends out of whatever, just Freudian nonsense.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would have bought that.
Me too. Me
But you
too.
introduced that she has a twin and
Yeah.
didn't explain
No,
anything.
and then didn't, like you said, give little teases throughout, like, oh yeah, there was two of them. Oh, they were
Yeah,
sisters.
right. Yes.
Oh,
Because again, all I needed was her mom, her to walk up to her mom before she's put into the cop car, and her mom to be like, "I'm so sorry. I should have told you about your sister, but we had to keep her from you."
sure.
Blah blah blah. Whatever. Another two lines, and I would have been totally
She
fine with
sold.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, freeze frame on Daphne Zuniga. Just, I guess, kind of satisfied with the way everything played out.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, she's happy because her love interest is
You're
still
right. Yeah.
alive. You know.
And that is how the initiation ends. Jamie, you know I love it. I don't need to
You do.
I
You
don't need
did.
I don't need to
Yeah.
tell you more
Happy
about it.
birthday to you.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
were your
I
thoughts?
didn't like it. I
Okay.
didn't like it. I did not. It
Okay.
was just too, yeah. And you know what? Sometimes I these horror movies are I
Sure.
find them charming or ridiculous enough to be laughable. This one just annoyed me.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
You don't need
I'm
to
sorry.
apologize.
But happy birthday to you.
All
I'm
right,
glad that
thanks.
we got
Yeah,
to watch
listen.
it for
I'll put
you.
this one to bed. I'll put
Yeah.
this back up on the shelf and I'll
I
Take it
love
out in
it.
another
Hey,
five,
look
ten
at that.
years.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Look at that. I love
All
that you got to
right.
use that.
Now, do you have a recommendation or anything?
I'm gonna do two. How about that?
I love it. Great.
You love it
Yeah,
when I double down, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
One of my favorite fraternity movies, I guess.
Okay.
Old school. Old school. Who
Okay.
doesn't love that movie? Because it's
Amazing.
both
Yeah.
ha 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 ha. And then it's kind of slow getting through it because I don't watch TV as much as I should, you know.
Well, don't
Um,
don't say that. Nobody should ever say that. I don't watch as much TV as I should.
I don't.
The
I
correct
listen.
amount of TV to watch is probably none.
I don't. But we kind of got into that show, Nine Perfect Strangers. Do you know it with the Nicole Kidman
Holy
and the
shit. That,
microdosing?
yeah. Did you watch that?
The new season. Have you
No,
seen the
I
new
didn't watch the new
season?
season.
There's a lot more. Well, I guess the first season had the mom, but there's a lot more mommy daddy nightmare issues here.
Oh,
What's her
okay.
name from Schitt's Creek's in it too, and she does a really nice job.
Which seems insane because in the first season there was that one girl that seemed to just play Alexis.
Yeah.
I was like, she's just doing an
No,
impression
but
of
she
that
does a
character.
different, yeah.
Okay, no,
But
but
anyway, I guess it kind of reminded me of that too. But that's all I have to say. How about
oh,
you?
I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do. No, I have something, but real quick, I am going to 100% suggest that people watch the first season of Nine Perfect Strangers because
Oh
it's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
trashiest nonsense that I've ever like at watching every episode, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. But I loved it so much. Like I thought it was so great. And it being so stupid made it so much fun. Like that was so dumb and I loved it because
Yeah.
of how
Yeah.
stupid it was. So
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that. But I'm going to suggest a movie that I avoided seeing for the longest time because I heard it was terrible. And then I watched it. And I think, when you hear something is really bad, it's never that bad.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that might be what's happening here. But I finally watched from 1989, The Fly 2,
Oh.
where Eric Stoltz plays Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis's kid. Like
Oh.
they had a child and
Uh-huh.
he's their child and he's
How's it
got
go?
he's got like you know fly
Features.
features like his father. It's not great, but it's not
No.
terrible.
Okay.
But the reason I'm recommending it is because Daphne Zuniga plays his love interest in that movie.
Ah,
Yeah, I
okay.
finally watched it and I
Bringing a
liked it.
Daphne
Yeah.
full round for you.
Mhm.
There we go. All
Oh
right.
boy. So, listeners, before we get into what we're going to be watching next, thank you for listening to the podcast. If you were watching this, you probably saw my kids wandering around behind me, scaring us. If you were not watching it, I'm sure I cut that out. So, really, it's just a reason to maybe watch the podcast on YouTube. But, thank you, everybody, for continuing to support the show, all that great stuff. Tell people about it. So, Jamie, we went to high school, USA.
We did.
Then we went to college.
We did.
Let's go back to high school because
Okay.
one thing that people have said about this show, I think we cover a wide array of different movies, different
Hmm.
types of genres. We don't normally stick with anything too long. We try and change it up, movies for adults, movies for kids, and everybody in between, right?
Sure, sure, sure.
One thing that I think you and I have said is we don't watch sports movies.
Oh.
And it's,
Well, what was
wait,
that one that we just watched with the what was our last Sly Stallone movie? It was terrible. Where they play.
I don't know if Nazi soccer counts, but
Okay.
you're right. You know what? I've been proven wrong. He was also in an arm wrestling movie. And if you want to call
Yeah.
that a sport, we've done
Sports.
it.
Okay. Go
But Jamie,
sports.
it is football season.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time to, I know we didn't have a great time last time we saw her. Let's talk about Goldie Hawn again.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about the Wildcats,
The Wildcats.
which
Oh,
I have not seen, but I believe she coaches high school football.
yeah, yeah. Let's
All right,
see it.
so we're going back to high school. All
Here we
right.
go. All
Everybody,
right.
we will talk to you again in 2 weeks when we talk about the Wildcats. Until then, everyone, have a great 2 weeks.
Toodaloo.
That's your scariest
It's so scary.
way out. Toodaloo, and then you stab them with tiny forks.
That would be great.
That
Can you
would be
imagine?
that would be a
What a
great
great
like
murder line.
line
Toodaloo.
for a murder.
Toodaloo to you. Oh my God. If I ever become a murderess, a mischievous murderess, I will definitely use the tagline. Toodaloo.
Yeah. Then you would leave notes, and the cops would be like, "Why are there so many F's in this?" Anytime she wrote a word where there should be one F, there's like eight of them. Could you not?
Oh yeah, why weren't you recording all of my? All right, I need to get all right, for those of us that do like
Go
the
ahead.
visual, I mean, I guess I'm just fuzzy. Then that's okay. I don't have the proper camera situation happening, but I do have a microphone,
It is,
so I
it
can be
is,
heard.
it is something, and I'm sure I talked about it on here before. I don't understand, and I do not. If you're watching us right now, first of all, I mean no offense to this. Thank you for watching us. That's something I don't understand. Like I consume, I know you don't listen to podcasts or watch them or anyway. I consume podcasts as I would the radio. If I'm
Yeah,
driving, I'll
you're
listen to a
tuned in.
podcast. If
Yeah,
I'm doing housework, if I'm
pop
Jamie,
those podcasts
yeah,
on.
I'm big on the exercising, the working out, right? You know that. So
Constantly working
if
out. When I
I'm,
think of what DP's up to, I'm pretty much like probably lifting.
yeah,
Probably lifting.
he's pretty ripped. That's what I know. Like then I will, yes. I couldn't imagine, again, no offense to anyone. I hope I'm not turning anyone.
Oh, sitting down and
For
watching
anyone
us
that
like
just sits
a.
down and stares at a screen and watches us talk to you.
Well, maybe they still also use it as a background. Like when they need a visual, they have
Sure.
a visual. Because
Okay.
sometimes when we're chatting, there's visuals, right? There's air quotes, there's facial expressions.
Yes, okay. All right.
You want to see that air
You're
quote.
right.
You know what I mean?
There was something when you said that, I was like, Jamie, I hope you don't think I'm editing in like parts of the film into these or anything. I'm sorry, no. But air quotes, there's a ton of that happening.
Roll all over it with
Yeah,
the air quotes.
eye
Can't
rolling.
stop, won't stop.
That's what people just
Uh.
listening are missing.
You
That and when we're
see?
trying to figure out how to turn on cameras or light a room.
It does look luminous. I'll collect more candles for next time
I'm
and I'll
just
probably be
I'm
in the other room.
I'm just a little bit worried starting back teaching, knowing that we no longer have our Friday days.
Yeah.
It's going to be night records, and I just want you to be prepared. I just want you to feel comfortable and confident that you have enough light where I'm just not
Just
where the screen isn't split and one is just like a black void. And
plus
then
I'm
there's
wearing a
me.
black sweater. Like maybe I should have brightened up my
Oh, I have
you know what? I'm trying to fit
yeah.
the mood of our scaly
Oh, it's
movie.
it's terrifying. And the
I'll let
candle is helping,
right?
you know,
The illumination or the
if you were
scare.
called down from your bizarre attic sleeping area with your sorority sisters, you might take that candle with you, or they might.
Was that like it
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
part of the movie they were like this is a college-based movie and then it's like no, let's just be in a mall. Let's just make it a shopping mall movie.
Jamie, in the 80s, is there a difference between a college-based movie and a movie that takes place in a mall? There's not much.
I mean,
If they all had part-time jobs at that mall, that would make way more sense. Also, mall? Big question mark with this mall. This looks like no mall I've ever seen. Like
it's a
there's it's bizarre.
it is.
I mean, are you asking
And
me?
it's decorated kind of for Christmas, but not.
There's a Christmas store. I think that's a whole store that's
Oh,
just a
that's
Christmas
just the
store.
store.
Like where you
Okay,
can go in
okay.
season year round and buy Christmas.
Christmas stuff.
Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
get a, oh, you're visiting. Wait, where are they from? Where's this movie take place? Doesn't matter. Wait, I do know where it takes place.
We do
Texas.
know. That's, yeah,
Yeah,
Texas.
because we see license plates a lot for some reason.
Oh, because the blood. on the
Yeah,
license plate
blood
to let us
license
know
plates.
someone dead's in this car.
When I saw that
And a
license plate, I was like, was
fork?
the cop just killed? Is that why the blood's there?
So much blood too. They like to pour it out. That one girl that dies, one of her friends at the mall at the end there when she's trying to use the little
Oh,
intercom thingy. So much blood coming out
so
of her
much blood.
mouth.
So much blood.
She's like gurgling blood up. She
Yeah.
was like, I want to try. I think I want to try it like where I spit it out. They're like,
Uh-huh.
you don't need that much to just, no,
You
no,
don't
no.
need that.
I want to try it. It's something I'm gonna do. You'll see. My death will be a
Yeah.
memorable
I'm
one.
gonna
It's gonna
drink this
be
like Kool-Aid and maybe barf it up. I don't know. You know what? We'll figure it out.
I mean, I was figuring it out for this one. I was on the edge of my
When you
seat.
okay, I was gonna say when you say figuring it out, what there okay, I have questions, but I think we should
I
start the
want to start.
podcast
Let's get
before I start
started.
asking
Let's get
questions.
started here.
Do I start? I feel like I started last. Did
Hmm.
I start?
I
No, I
think you
do.
started last time. I think you did it last time, so I think it's my turn this time. Hold on, I have
Okay.
to write down my suggestion before I forget it.
Recommend suggestion. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, oh. I'm saying what I'm writing. Okay, here we go. Okay, are you ready?
I
I'm
mean,
the
I'm
one
ready.
telling us what we're doing, where we are.
hmm
You're just
hmm
gonna follow up
I'm just
with
along for the
everything
ride.
else. Okay.
You're gonna introduce, and I will take us through this movie that I. All right. You know what? I'll
All right.
spoil it later.
Don't spoil
I'm
it
not
now.
spoiling anything.
Is that a Diet Coke?
It's iced tea. It's very dark.
I was gonna say that's
The
a dark iced
darkest of
tea.
iced tea. It's midnight iced tea. If they made a thing called midnight iced tea, I'm drinking it right now.
That's lovely, actually, if
Mhm.
you want to call it that. But luckily, this is not a tea or iced tea podcast. So let's get into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome.